Good evening. A blast of cold weather is about to hit Adelaide and send the mercury plummeting. It follows a day of wild winds and heavy rain. Virginia Langerberg joins us live from Crafers West. And Virginia, it certainly was a rough day in the hills today.
Yes, Will, Adelaide Hills residents have certainly copped the brunt of this wild weather, and there's still more rain and, would you believe, even snow on the way. Now, most of the damage so far has been caused by gale force winds mixed with heavy rain. It's caused widespread flooding and also brought trees and power lines down. Dozens of local homes and businesses have fallen victim. Here's how the day unfolded.
Winds so strong the roof was torn from this Victor Harbour home, the inside left devastated. Giant gum trees were also sent crashing in the Adelaide Hills, the force so powerful it crippled Stobie poles.
We heard the big crash and we anticipated it was a tree that was fallen and just prayed that hopefully it hadn't hit the cars.
A Stirling childcare centre hit hard.
We weren't here when it happened, which was really extremely lucky.
With more storms on the way and the Bureau forecasting further strong winds, the kids at this childcare centre will have to spend the day playing inside in case any other branches fall during the day. As it poured, power lines suspended falling trees, SES crews working around the clock. More than 500 calls for help have been made over the past 24 hours.
It was a big night and we had crews out way past midnight and some actually worked right through.
Ground crews feeling the strain.
We had a little bit of sleep and we're up this morning doing what needs to be done.
Mount Barker houses were threatened with rising floodwaters as septic tanks overflowed. Roads were closed, paddocks turned to streams, creeks to rivers.
We want to reinforce the message that you should never drive through floodwaters.
The Fleurieu Peninsula also copped a beating as crews scrambled to restore power to 50,000 homes across the state. And there's more to come.
So another 50, possibly up to 80 millimetres in addition to what we've already had.
Jack Paquetta, 9 News.
And with more on the wild weather, let's go live to Brenton Raglis. And Brenton, what can we expect over the weekend?
Yeah, g'day Will. Well, now that winds have eased, the focus for the state's emergency services shifts from wind damage to preventing localised flooding. Now, in the wake of yesterday's intense low, we'll shift to a strong and unstable southwesterly airstream that will drive wet, icy air from Antarctica upwards over the state, with a series of troughs causing more frequent, heavier showers right across the weekend and potentially light snowfalls about the higher peaks of the ranges. Now, on top of what we've already had, further rainfall of 10 to 30 millimetres is likely about the agricultural area and maybe up to 50 or so about the higher peaks of the ranges and the southern coastal districts. Now, so far for July, it's our first month since last August that we've risen above our monthly rainfall tally. There's a number of warnings still current and I'll run through those when I return later on.